The chair.
Honorable Chief Guests, esteemed dignitaries on and off the stage, respected fellow scientists, scholars and enthusiasts, a very good morning to you all.
You have come from?
So I'm Claude Fischer. I come from Switzerland.
So what are your expectations from the event, this which is an international conference on Hangul and the threatened relates?
I think that it's really important to sensibilize people about the threats. The most wildlife species, and especially ungulates, are confronted with the increasing urbanization everywhere, increasing presence of people also in natural areas. And so it's really important also to consider this living together with wildlife, to let them space also, and enough resources.
In the last few years, we have seen that the Hangul population in Kashmir, which is only found in the red deer, which is only found in Kashmir, was declining, but it has remarkably grown to now 332 individuals this year. So, what do you think could be the ingredients which have made their comfortable habitat comfortable for them, and the population growth has increased, including that we had seen a good mating season also, rutting period also.
So I have to admit that I don't know really the situation of the Hangul. So I heard about this subspecies only a few months ago, but I think what's important for most animal population that there is enough individuals for gene flow, to have resilience also to changes, and also that they have enough space for them also to move around the place. And if different populations are present, it's really important to connect them. So,
are you presenting some paper here or report of?
Yes, I will be presenting a paper about the red deer situation in Switzerland, especially in a very strongly urbanized area, and how this species manages to cohabitate with humans.
Yeah, it was interesting. Recently, there were a few videos also which went viral that deers and the population in Switzerland were living together on the pathways also, and they are not fearing about that there are presence of humans around. So, what are the precautions and how this environment, how this habitat was made possible for red deers, particularly in Switzerland?
So, it's a big management issue. So the managers have to make efforts to have to make it possible for humans and wildlife, and especially red deer, to live together. The problem is the increasing urbanization. We have to consider the animals and the corridors that they can use and protect some areas, which is now possible. A few species, they manage to adapt to human presence, but usually it's more generally species like the wild boar. The red deer is more endangered also in Switzerland.
Does poaching happen there?
Yes, there is poaching, but there is also we have rangers that are controlling the activities around the wildlife, and I think it's quite well managed. We also make a lot of sensibilization to the people so that they also know how the animals live and that they are not a threat, or that they should be also protected.
Last question. Any plans to visit protected areas in Kashmir in these days while you are in the conference?
So I didn't plan for the moment, but I would like to, so it would be very interesting. Yeah.
Sir, as my colleague asked you a lot of questions, I just want to know you, how do you see the overall biodiversity in Kashmir Valley in your perspective?
Which
biodiversity, ecological imbalance, environment, Kashmir's environment.
So again, it's the first time I'm in Kashmir. I don't know really the situation here. I think you have a beautiful landscape and probably quite a lot of wild areas. The thing is, the biggest problem, as far as I can imagine, are the roads, so the crossing of valleys that are urbanized with roads, and these roads cutting corridors for wildlife, and perhaps also disturbances of leisure activities within the areas where the animals are living.
Thank you.